Hey everyone, KeithBot here with the Cactus Variant Guide for Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Let's get started by setting a baseline with the default fully upgraded cactus. All the cactuses have the same health of 125 HP and move at the same speed. The cactus uses a semi-auto rifle-like weapon called the spike shot, which can fire 15 times at about 2.5 times a second depending on how fast you can pull the trigger before needing to take a 2-second reload. Each needle fired moves quickly and can deal 33 damage for a critical hit or 27 damage for a regular hit. The first variant is the fire cactus. The fire cactus uses the flame needle, which behaves similarly to the original needle shot, but can only fire 14 times before needing to reload. Each flaming needle fired can deal 30 damage for a critical hit and 22 damage for a regular hit, but the damages do drop down over a distance. Once a flaming needle makes contact with the enemy, they will become ignited and will take 5 damage every second up until 3 seconds after last being hit by a fire-based attack. This cactus is great for one-on-one engagements and to peek in and out of cover to minimize the damage you take while your enemies burn. The second variant is the ice cactus. The ice cactus uses the ice needle, which also acts similar to the original needle shot, but can fire 20 times before needing to reload. Each needle fired can do 26 damage for a critical hit and 22 damage for a regular hit, but unfortunately the damages drop down over a distance. After the first needle makes contact, the zombie will become chilled, slightly slowing its movement, but if you can manage to land 5 hits in quick succession, your enemy will freeze solid and will be frozen for a few seconds. The ice cactus is good if you want to slow down bosses or opposing players, but the freezing ability comes at a cost of damage output. The third variant is the power cactus. The power cactus uses its electric needle, which behaves identical to the original needle shot. Each electric needle fired can deal 26 damage for a critical hit and 22 damage for a regular hit, but the damages will drop down over a distance as well. Once an electric needle makes contact with the enemy, it will shock up to 3 zombies, dealing 10 damage to the closest zombie, 5 damage to the next closest, and then 3 damage to the last one. This differs from the usual shock effect where it would normally shock the original zombie hit. The power cactus is great for dealing out damage to groups of enemies with the potential to deal up to 44 damage spread amongst 4 zombies, but unfortunately this cactus isn't great in one-on-one combat. The fourth variant is the future cactus. The future cactus uses the future shot, which is a unique weapon all on its own. Future shot can fire 12 times at about 5 times a second if you have a quick trigger finger before needing to reload. Each of these shots can deal 22 damage for a critical hit and 18 damage for a regular hit. Here's where the future shot gets interesting. You can charge it up by holding down the trigger for 2 seconds for the first charge and 4 seconds for the second charge. First level charge does 44 damage for a critical hit, 36 damage for a regular hit, and 15 damage for the splash effect. The second level charge does 77 damage for a critical hit, 64 damage for a regular hit, and 30 damage for the splash effect, which has a much wider radius than the first level charge. This cactus is arguably the most versatile, but charging your shots does take time and can give away your position with a bright glowing light in front of your face. The fifth and final variant is the Camo cactus, which can only be unlocked by reaching level 10 as the cactus class. The Camo cactus uses the Camo shot, which behaves more like a bolt-action sniper than a semi-auto rifle. The Camo cactus can fire 6 times at 2 times a second before needing to take a slower 2.5 second reload. Each shot fired has a noticeable amount of recoil, but can deal 88 damage for a critical hit and 44 damage for a regular hit. Camo cactus is great as long as you can land the hits, and it's best suited for long range, since it's more difficult to land any hits while you're up close. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment section down below who's your favorite cactus variant and why. Mine's the Camo cactus because I like being able to keep the enemy team at bay from a distance. Make sure you hit that subscribe button KeithBot's holding up so you don't miss out on any PvZ action.